Hey there, I have TikTok here, I have YouTube here. Guys, there's never been a better time than to build a home based business right now, or an online business, digital marketing business, affiliate marketing, whatever you want to call it. There's no better time because unfortunately, people are hurting out there and it's awful. The way that prices have increased is insane. You can't even go to a fast food restaurant, right? Without like if you want to get a burger, it's almost 10 bucks and it's absolutely unbelievable. So, if you are looking to do something extra, to do something that you can do while working your full-time job, then you're definitely in the right place. I'm going to show you exactly what you have to do. So, if you can commit to 2 hours a day using your cell phone. Um, it's crazy. It is so unbelievably amazing the technology with technology now and what we can do with it. Just last month alone. So if you're actually coming on TikTok or coming on YouTube, let me know where you're coming in from. My name is Kim and I live outside of Philadelphia and been here my whole life, went to college in North Carolina. But yeah, I've been in corporate America for 25 years. And unfortunately, the last two Christmases, I spent working my job. And my kids were home from college, but unfortunately, I couldn't spend the time with them. So I had to, because I was working. Out of all times, right, to be busy at work, it was awful. I was working like 60 hours a week. And finally, so they did it to me the Christmas before, and then they did it again this Christmas. And I actually had started my digital marketing business Thanksgiving Day, like that day, knowing that I was going to be busy over the holidays. And then I think it was till probably the end of January. I was still so busy at work. And I'm like, I can't focus on work and do this digital marketing thing on the side. So what did I do? I kept pushing it off, and pushing it off, right? So I pushed it off probably 4 or 5 months, right? Because I was putting my job as my priority. And I think it was April, I'm like, enough is enough, right? And I'm sure first, number one, obviously it's fearful. It's scary to start something new, right? It's, the fear of failing. And I know I felt that. And which is so crazy because I've been involved with online things in the past and I've had a little bit of success. And so I get it. If you are on the fence of starting something, I want to tell you that you just have to jump in and do it. And what I found is one of the, I don't want to say it's easy, but compared to what we had to do years ago, I found a digital marketing product that does it all. And obviously, I'll get into specifics, but for those of you that aren't tech savvy, right? I've had to create blogs and websites and ad copy, and that stuff is frustrating. And the worst part is when you create a website or, well, yeah, just a website lead capture page, you have to create that copy and you don't know if that is going to convert, right? Because the last thing you want to do is spend hours upon hours and weeks trying to set stuff up when you don't even know if it's going to work. So that's the kind of stuff that I had to deal with over 10 years ago, right? So yeah, it's crazy. But if you are on the fence, I'm here to tell you that, especially if you work full time, you cannot let your job control you. Obviously, you have to go to work. I still work full time because I have to, but I'm doing this on top of working my full time job. Now, last month alone, I was able to earn $4,200 on top of working my full time job, on top of hanging out with my kids. My 3 kids are home from college right now. So obviously, I want to spend time with them because they all go 5, 10 hours away, right? So I really haven't seen them, since they were at school. So my priority with them with I mean, it's summer, right? So I want to spend time with them. Obviously, I have to work, but I was able to fit in marketing in between working and hanging out with my kids. And when you can find an opportunity that is that flexible, it's it's amazing. And as you are coming on, let me know where you're coming from. Let me know if you have any questions about digital marketing. I'm actually going to go over the program that I'm involved in. And I'm currently live on YouTube. Now, what makes that significant is on this YouTube channel, when I created it, it was I already had the YouTube channel created. That's a whole other story, but it actually promotes faceless digital marketing. One of the reasons people may not get started in digital marketing is because they don't want to show their face, right? Either because they're fearful, which is fine, or maybe their job isn't allowing them to be able to show their face online. And we have options, which is so cool. So, what I'm going to do, I'll go over some of the success that we've been having in the community. And then, what I want to do specifically for YouTube is show you the course that you can get access to that goes over step by step how to build an online business with faceless marketing. And I went through this myself, even though I'm not faceless, although I was going to create a separate account, just like I did for YouTube, right? YouTube, this started out being a faceless account. But then I'm turning into when I do these live streams, I'm going to turn them into showing my face. So let's see on YouTube. All right. So I need to flip my camera. And here we go. So we're going to go over some of the wins, right? So this is some of the successes that we've been having in the community. Like I said, for myself, I had earned $4,200 last month, simply just working my full-time job. And honestly, and I hate to even admit this, I wasn't even that consistent the past couple months. The key is to work your business every single day, which I was not I was not good at the past couple months. So it's July, and we're starting a new 90-day challenge. And what I'm going to do is commit to working my business every single day, because when I've done that in the past, well, I'll go over some of the wins and then I'll tell the story about 90 days and why that's so important. So here we have 30,000 in almost 3 months. So that's pretty amazing. $10,000 a month for 3 months. That's pretty sweet. And then let's see. Rachel, looks like she was able to post on TikTok. So that's good, because showing your face isn't easy, right? So again, for those of you just joining, you can do this faceless as well. And Ashley just posted some free ads. So you know what? If you don't want to do anything on TikTok or YouTube, we have a free ads method, and we give you ad copy. And what you do is paste them into, I forget how many websites there are. I personally haven't done it, but copy and paste ad copy into ads, so into online ads. So all you do is copy paste the ad, paste it into the website, and you're good to go. $3,900 in 48 hours. Absolutely amazing. And I'm looking for one specific. Um, Joy made $100. Yesterday, I was able to make $200. So that's cool. We literally give you the skills to earn up to $900 a day. Am I there yet? No. And it's my fault because I'm not consistent. But we are taught the skills on how to earn $900 a day. So if you are watching either on TikTok or YouTube, how would you like to earn $900? Would that change your life, right? So Linda says 25,000 followers on Instagram. That's huge. That is hard. So that's fantastic. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I love this. I love when people get their first sale. It's just absolutely, it just justifies what you're doing and your hard work that you've been working. It just it just makes it that much better because you know that it's real. And I'm gonna flip my camera around. Okay, here I'm back. All right. So if you are hopping on TikTok, let me know where you're coming in from. I live outside of Philadelphia. And wait, I was going to tell a story. What was the story? Oh, 90 days. Looks like Amazon is here. Okay. Okay. So we are starting a new 90-day sprint. And the reason why that's so important is there's something magic in marketing that happens in 90 days. And with me personally, now this is a story that I love to tell, and it happened about, I don't know, over 10 years ago, I think. Well, maybe not 10, but whatever. It happened a while ago. So what happened was I was committed to my business, and it was during the summertime, which is the perfect time to start a business. And what happened was I was getting no traction in my business whatsoever. So I made a commitment. And I think I started like May, June, July. Yeah. So I started like May 1st. May 1st, I committed. I'm going to work my business every single day for 90 days. And I'm going to tell you what happened. So every day I got up at 4:30, 5 in the morning. I would get my work done before my kids would get up. And then, have to go to work and all that stuff, right? And I did that for 90 days. Now, for the first month or so, I didn't see much traction. I saw a little bit of traction, maybe made a sale or two. But what happens is with marketing online, it's like a snowball effect, right? So you don't see anything at first, but then as you move on, as the days move on, as you continually start to market, it's a snowball effect. So after 90 days, I was up to making one sale every single day after 90 days. That's how quickly your business can literally take a turn for the better. And then August, this was not the smartest thing I've ever done. But in August, I took my business off completely because I had a couple of vacations planned. I was hanging out at the beach with the kids and stuff like that. I still made 17 sales that month, even though I took the entire month off. And the reason for that is because I still had my digital marketing real estate out there working for me. So what that means is you have platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Not a fan of Facebook, to be honest with you, but that's just my personal thing. we have training on Facebook. I'm not saying Facebook doesn't work. I just don't like it for me. PTSD, I think, from way back when. But so what happens is, and the reason why I don't like Facebook is if you put a post on your profile, it goes away, right? Like if you keep, maybe you're posting 1 or 2 days or 1 or 2 times a day, what happens is it just goes away. Whereas if you have platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, what they do, they continually promote your videos. So in our community, we teach that you should create, if you're on TikTok, you should create 3 videos every single day. Okay, so day one, you're going to have 3 videos on your profile. After 30 days, you're going to have 90 videos working for you. And then what's cool about TikTok is your video may not get exposure right away, or it may not get many views right away, but then all of a sudden, TikTok is going to push out your videos, or maybe 1 video or 2 or whatever. Maybe doesn't get a lot of views right away, but it could, in a day or 2 or a week or 2 or a month or 2. We're still trying to figure out TikTok, right? Now, YouTube, I've had a couple crazy things happen on YouTube. And that is, so in our community, we have webinars. And we are actually able to upload those videos onto our own YouTube channels. So all we have to do is get this video, upload it to YouTube. That's it. And I've made sales that way. And what's crazy is YouTube, with a couple of my videos, YouTube barely got any views the first 2 days. But then all of a sudden, after those 2 days, my videos just, I don't say exploded, but I think one is up to like 2,200 views. Another one is up to 600. And then that's just on my Faceless channel. I have another YouTube channel that one of them, I think, got up to like 600 views or whatever. And you know what? For a small channel, that's pretty good. And YouTube is awesome because they continually promote your stuff. And it's I'm actually, all right, sorry. And yeah, so but that's why I love TikTok, I love YouTube, because they'll continually push out your stuff. So let's just say after 90 days, right? 90 days times 3, you're going to have 270 pieces of content on TikTok that TikTok's just going to be pushing out there, which is pretty cool. Now, YouTube, unless you're doing YouTube Shorts, you're not going to create 3 long form videos, right? So if you can do like at least 1 long form video a week, or maybe even what you could do is, if you're creating content on TikTok, you could repurpose your TikTok videos and put them on YouTube. You can definitely do that. Let's see okay. So first, if you are thinking of starting a business, every business starts at 0. And this is the hardest part. This is the absolute hardest part. It's like with me and this new business, I just wanted to make my first sale. Like I just wanted to make my first sale. And on TikTok, I was starting from 0. And there's nothing more annoying, right? And it's the hardest part. The hardest part is to get going. But what's crazy is, as soon as I got that first sale, then the next day I got 2 sales. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on here? And then I think I got a sale the next day. And then like there was a couple days that I didn't have any sales. But it's just, the hardest part is just to get going. And I know it's so hard. But but yeah, but once you get the hang of it though, it's absolutely mind blowing how much fun this is and how actually easy it is to get customers if you're selling the right product and if you are giving the right message to your perfect customer. So, the ideal, what you want to do is you want to ask yourself, who is your perfect customer? So, for me, I'm a mom and I work full time. I'm in my 50s, 52 to be exact. And I'm paying for college and I want to retire soon. My full-time job wasn't going to enable me to be able to do everything like that, right? Especially the way the economy is right now. So that's why I started this business. So my perfect customer is someone that is over 40 and is looking to make a change. They don't want to work for the rest of their lives. I don't want to work a job until I'm 80. I just don't. And don't get me wrong, I love working. The goal is to retire and then work my business. Like, I never want to retire from ever working, but what I do want to retire from is corporate America, if that makes any sense. Because I do love working. Put a one in the comments if you actually like working, but you just want to find something that you're passionate about. You want to work on projects that you want to decide that you want to work on, right? So so yeah, and again, that's the hardest thing is every business starts at 0. And it's just hard to get started as you see that that 0. And sorry, I am okay. So what we do, and actually, I'm going to show you if you are thinking of starting your online business, what I want to do is show you exactly the tools that you need to be successful. And the reason why you need these tools is because the last thing you don't want to do is work an 8-hour day at your job and then have to work another 8 hours after you get home, right? So you need to have a system in place. Number one, you must have a system that allows you the freedom to be able to create your content. And you want the system to do the selling for you. How many people on my live stream, whether you're on Facebook or TikTok, how many of you actually like to sell? Like, you are a full blown salesperson? Because I'm not. I don't like sales. The worst thing is I hate walking into a furniture store because as soon as you walk in, you have how many furniture workers, people attacking you almost, right? Because they're looking to make that commission. And that is not me. I've never pushed an opportunity on someone, and I never will. And I don't have to, because people know that I'm genuine, I'm honest, I'm authentic, and I'm going to tell you the truth. And I did a video earlier and I just had a comment of someone, and the video was about how I am learning the skills to earn $900 a day. I'm learning those skills, and I can guarantee you that it will happen by next year. Am I making that now? No. And why is that? Well, because I have a full-time job and my kids are home from college, and it takes time. But once I have enough digital real estate out there working for me, you better believe that day is coming. So I want to ask, how many people on the live stream would love to earn $900 a day? And you know what? Starting out, How would you like to earn $900 a week? Which is pretty much what I did last month. And just that little bit of money is so incredibly helpful. So, working full time, I was able to earn $4,200. And that's life changing for some people. And I want to help you to achieve that. So, here are a couple things that you need to have in place. And once you learn skills of marketing, then what you want to do is commit to 2 hours a day of working your business. Now, I'm going to flip my screen. So, what you need is, and if you currently have a business, I do recommend that you put something like this in your business. It's a must because this is going to allow you to be able to only work 2 hours a day. So, this is what's called a lead capture page. This is a website. This is what we get with our program. And if you are jumping on and you are interested in just checking out some information, you can go to the website on YouTube. You can see the website on your screen. But on TikTok, what you want to do, go to workwithkimryan.com, put in your email address, and you're going to get all the information. Now, if you have any questions, all you have to do is send me an email and I'll reply. Now, what this is, because if you're anything like me, I don't want to have to follow up with people one by one. Number one, because it's not sustainable, because who has time for that, right? If you have 50 people interested in your business, do you want to follow up with them every week, one by one? It's impossible. And if you can do it, you're going to get burned out pretty quickly. So we have this website, and this is called a lead capture page, and it gives people some information. And if they're interested in more information, what they do is they put in their email address. And then they get taken to a thank you page. They watch a video. And then if they click on here, it takes them to what's called a sales page. Now, this page right here costs several $1,000s to make. Several $1,000s to make. The best part is we didn't have to make it. It was already done for us. So that's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to save you a lot of money. And so what happens is after someone puts in their email address, it gets stored into a system. Now, after it's stored in that system, we have the system in place that automatically sends them follow-up emails. Because realistically, hold on, I'm going to turn my camera around again. Realistically, when people find you, they're not going to buy from you the first time that they see you. It's just like if you've bought anything online in the past, especially like a business opportunity, it probably took you a couple days to figure out like, hey, is this something that I really want to get involved with, right? It's going to take you a couple exposures before you actually buy. And in fact, it could take up to 7 to 12 exposures before people make the decision to actually buy. So what's important is when people put in their email address in that form, we're going to follow up with them with an email, every single day for however many days. You control that. Because again, people may not buy day one, but then they might buy in a week or so. Or it might take someone getting laid off before they actually get serious about starting a business. And what's scary is there have been a lot of layoffs recently, right? And we never know when our time is coming. You know, my husband was in his 50s when he was laid off. He was a senior manager, laid off. And you better believe it was very difficult for him to find a job making what he was making. And if you are over, I would say over 50, and you're currently working full time and you're scared about getting laid off, then you have no choice but to look out for yourself and to maybe start something like this. Start something that you can control. See, what is so amazing is I control my income with this. With my job, I don't have that control. They control how much money I make, right? So let's make you in charge of how much money you can make. And let's see. Anyone have any questions? Let's see. I'm just looking at my notes here. Does anyone have, if there's anyone watching, anyone have an existing business, or are they looking to start one? Let's see. Okay, so what I offer is 4 done-for-you digital products. Okay, they're different levels because people want different things, right? And you may not need all the information that is offered. So what I mean is you may not, maybe you don't want to earn $900 a day. Maybe you're okay with just a couple hundred. So you don't need to get, all 4 products. Oh, you know what? I wanted to show one thing. Okay, so we offer 4 digital products. They're all done for you. You have the master resale rights to sell these products. Now, people always have the question of, well, do I have to sell the products? No, you don't have to. You do not have to sell the products. What I love about this program is it teaches you online marketing. So the beauty of that is once you learn how to market online, you can sell anything you want. If you're a real estate agent, it's going to teach you how to get more listings. If you actually had someone buy from me a month ago, and she bought the program to help her with her small business that has nothing to do with, digital marketing. She wanted the program to help serve her clients better. And you will be amazed. And in fact, let me pull it up. You will be amazed at the programs that we have. Only because, hold on. I've spent thousands of dollars in marketing courses in the past. Probably close to $10,000. What I love about this program is, number one, this is not a course. This is not a course where you pay a sum of money, you get a digital course delivered, and that's it. What this is, it's a digital program. So every week we are given a brand new training, and what takes it up a notch is each one of these trainings in the past, I would be paying probably at least $300 for. So every week we're given a training that's worth way more than $300. I'm just throwing out like an average. And what's even better is this training is live and interactive. You can ask questions. We get put into breakout rooms. So we're given some information. We go out into breakout rooms and we discuss what the presenter was presenting, and we bounce ideas off of each other. And people have had some major breakthroughs. People have discovered why they haven't been successful just going to these meetings. And they have huge life-changing breakthroughs. And that's what makes this different. Number 2 is we have a community of people. You know, what is that saying? You're in business by yourself. Like, realistically, when you buy any business opportunity, you are in business by yourself. Like, you're responsible for your own business, right? But you are not in business. Wait, I said that wrong. But you're not in business by yourself. So we have a community of 25 plus thousand people. So what that means is if you have a question, I know a lot about this program. I may not know everything. So obviously I'm going to help you. But if we don't know the answer, there's a community of 25,000 people we can ask that to. Okay. So you are never alone. And trust me when I tell you, I've been in business opportunities that I've been building by myself. And it's very, very hard to have success simply because you don't have ideas to, you don't have people to bounce ideas off of. It wasn't until I met a couple of really good friends online that we were promoting the same thing. And once I started to connect with them, that's when I started seeing success. And what's crazy is I was at an event and I was a part of this business opportunity. And I I was making like a sale here and there. Like, it really wasn't anything crazy. And I was rooming with another girl that I was in the business with. We were promoting the same thing. And we were going from the conference room to our hotel room. And I remember we opened the door and she looks at her phone and she goes, "I just made another sale." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, like, what are you doing? How are you making these sales?" Because she was just making one after another after another. I'm like, "What are you doing?" So, but it got me thinking. And, she was a mom just like me. She worked full time just like me. And great personality. We got along really well. And I thought to myself, you know what? If she can do it, why can't I? And that's when I got my head right. And that's when I started to really believe that I could do it. Because when you see other people have success that are just like you, your belief just gets this much higher. Because when we start something new, our belief is like down here, right? It's like non-existent. But once you start believing that you can be successful, it's going to show in your marketing. Well, number one, it's going to force you to, it's not going to, it's going to force you to work. Because if you believe in something so much, you're going to want to work. And like I said, it's going to reflect in your marketing. And I forget where I was going with that. Actually, let me show real quick. So there's 4 products that you can choose from. If you go to work with kimryan.com, and then if you are on YouTube, if you click on the link below the description, I have a different website for YouTube because it's a faceless YouTube channel, although I'm showing my face right now. But it's facelessover40.com. Either one, you'll get the same information. Put in your email address, you'll get all the information. But let me show you, regardless of the product that you purchase, let me show you exactly what you're going to get with all 4 products. So this is some exclusive bonuses. This one's important. Mindset, message, marketing to your first million, which I have not watched that yet. But I think, oh, I guess they didn't put it out yet. Okay, yeah, I guess they haven't released it yet. But Your Invisible Empire, Faceless Marketing. I went through most of this. And for those of you that want to do faceless digital marketing, this is for you. And again, this mini course, and I shouldn't say it's mini because I think it's like 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours long. You get access to this regardless of the product that you choose. So yeah, so this first one is an hour. This first training is an hour long. This one is an hour long. And then, yeah, so it's about 4 hours because these seem to be 4 hours long. And oh, you also get where's the PDF? There's a really cool PDF that you get with it that is 71 pages long. And it's so thorough, it's crazy. Anyone can be successful having a faceless digital marketing business. And in fact, I had gotten a couple sales from my faceless YouTube channel. And it's pretty cool. So yeah, I definitely wanted to show you that because I know that there are some people that are interested in faceless. And oh, okay. So sorry, looking for my water. Losing my train of thought here. Think. What was I going to go over? This is when I need an agenda, right? Oh, that's right. The system. So the pages that I showed you before, the lead capture page and all those sales pages, it's called a sales funnel. What you do is you pay a one-time fee of $29. That sales page alone costs thousands of dollars to create. And you're able to get this system. Now, what the system entails is it's those website pages, as well as, remember earlier when I was talking about follow-up, right? It includes that follow-up system, and it teaches us how to follow up with potential customers. And $29, that's it. And so here's the thing, I've been involved in online stuff before, like in the past, right? For the pandemic, this is like so random, but during the pandemic, I saw that there was a need of people needing answers of unemployment. So as I mentioned earlier, my husband was unemployed during the pandemic. And we were one of those people that he was having issues getting paid, just like millions of other people during the pandemic, right? So what I did was I created a YouTube channel to help people collect their unemployment. And I used to go live every single day, just like, I'm going live now. And I was like, what is my point of telling you this? Okay. Oh boy. Um, See, you can start to tell that I'm 52 years old because I'm getting like scatterbrained. Um, so yeah, that was my way of contributing. And because of my channel, I helped a lot of people get paid, which was awesome. It was so freaking cool. And when I started back into the digital marketing world, like it was hard to start over, because I thought I was too old because like I said, I'm in my 50s, right? It's hard starting over, but I knew that as hard as it was starting over, it would be harder knowing that I wouldn't see retiring for a very, very long time. So I took the plunge and I dove right in, and here we are. And like I said, for those of you just joining, um, last month I earned $4,200 on top of working full time, kids home from college, and it's been pretty cool. So if you are interested in, learning more, definitely go to workwithkimryan.com. On YouTube, you can go to facelessover40.com. There's a link in the description below the video. And yeah, put in your email address on the page. If you have any questions, simply reply back. And thank you so much for joining me. And we'll talk tomorrow night.